Hello Niger, hello Abuja, hello the rest of the world. Welcome to another edition of My Culture, My Pride. My name na Princess Aniana, and today we'll take you around another place, another culture. We're going to tell us about their tradition, tell us about where they come from, just they give us different yarnings about them. Where will they go today? Will they go to the Fulani tribe inside Nigeria and for the rest of the world? And I'm not going to do this waka alone because I get one Ogbonge Oga, Sabi man on top matters like this. We will take the put mouth, they talk to us about the Fulani ethnic group and some other matters that we concern Nigeria. Who are to talk about? None other than Professor Sadiq Abba, one Ogbonge lecturer for the Department of Political Science inside University of Abuja. Professor, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for you honor our invitation.
Thank you. The pleasure is mine.
Okay, so if you hear from what I talk, I say for on top of the show today, we talk about the Fulani people.
Yeah.
Now, the Fulani people now one of the ethnic tribes inside Nigeria, to the best of my knowledge. But there's been rumors say they no originally be Nigeria people. So I just want to make you give us a brief background. Who are these Fulani people in the first place?
Historically, about 2,000 years ago, there was no single Nigerian. There was no people in this part of the world that is called Nigeria. Every ethnic group in Nigeria migrated from somewhere else. So 2,000 years ago, it was just a big forest and a landmass filled with water that is called Nigeria. Like the rest of the tribes, Fulanis came into Nigeria specifically about 600 years ago. Through their origin first came from the Middle East, specifically through a lineage called Utbah bin Naufil. That was that is the first what do you call it? A mixture of Arab and African. An Arab man who is called Utbah bin Naufil, and an African woman whose name will not be traced up to today. So, but Utbah bin Naufil was the founding father of the current race called Fulani in this world. Not only in Nigeria, in all the 16 African countries where Fulani are in millions. It was Utbah bin Naufil that was this thing. And I think he left the Hijaz, which is present in Saudi Arabia, yes, around 900 years after the Hijrah. Specifically, if you calculate with a Gregorian calendar, it's about 600 to 700 years back. Okay. So he settled in first in the Moroccan, Algerian side, then later came down through the Sahara and settled in Mali, Guinea, Jalon, Futatoro, then later spread to other West African countries. So in Nigeria also, yes, when they came, they settled mainly in northern Nigeria, so subsequently now, there was a lot of integrated marriages between the Fulani race and other races in Nigeria. So that is the beauty and the blessed entity called Nigeria. We are proud to be part and parcel of this particular blessed country.
Okay, thank God you mentioned the matters of marriage. Yeah. But from the little research we do, we discover, for what they talk, they say Fulanis, no, they like marry outsider. They actually marry among themselves.
You see, if you go into history, not only historical sciences have shown that a lot of tribes go extra mile to protect their identity, their lineage, and their values. Mm-hmm. So the first foundation of this particular cultural and identical protection is marriage. Okay. If you are able to protect your own from marrying outsiders, then you'll be able to have absolute control over your language, your culture, your values, and your heritage, your destiny. So it's not only Fulanis. And if you look at people all over the world, without being biased, I think every culture that has a civilization usually protect that particular civilization. So it's not only Fulanis. But I think if you read Phil Morris, the field. That's the title of a book written by a Frenchman, an European on Fulanis. He mentioned what he said, that the Fulanis always try to stop people marrying worse than what the Arabs were doing and worse than what the Jews were doing. But at least if you go into history, Ibn Khaldun, Makrić, and the rest, they all say that tribes and ethnic groups that have rich cultures and civilizations usually protect their own historicities from the point of view of marriage.
Okay, so you agree, say they know they like marry outside, or outside are married to them, just that it not be only them.
Yes. No, but the question is this, marriage, Fulani is first, Fulani is second, and Fulani is third, then others will come thereafter. Yeah.
Okay, now still coming back. In Nigeria, how many places we see Fulanis?
Well, if you see, if you're talking about indigents or residents or whatever, or just see them walking around, well, I don't know what to say. But
no, I talk of like indigents. If we find Fulani people, not the one now they see for road, where can we go and say, now where Fulani people, they be this inside Nigeria?
You see, basically it's in northern Nigeria, and even in the north, if you go deep into history, there are some areas that primarily they were Fulani domiciles.
Like?
You talk about the Sokoto, some part of Sokoto, part of Katsina, part of Kano, Yobe, not Borno, because people are saying that Borno I don't think Borno is predominantly Kanuri and this thing. But when it was Borno said with Yobe, then there are certain aspect of Yobe that is 100% Fulanis, understand? Okay. So if you come to Bauchi, Gombe, but that is historical. But now, I think there is no state out of the 19 northern states. If you take away Benue and Plateau and Kogi, there is no state that you don't have Fulanis that are historically they are part and parcel of those particular societies. Okay. But that is for now, especially in modern day Nigeria. But if you go back into pre-colonial history of Nigeria, there are certain areas, even in northern Nigeria, like the Nupe area, there was no Fulanis. The Nupe Kingdom was purely a non-Fulani area. The Tif Kingdom, in the present day, Benue part, a little part of Taraba and a little part of Nasarawa State, there were no Fulanis there. Understand? The Nok culture, the Nok Empire, understand? Which is the current FCT of Abuja, understand? Part of Nasarawa, part of Kaduna, part of Kogi, you understand? There was no Fulani there. That is pre-Nigerian histories. Okay. But in Nigerian histories, you understand? And when we talk about it, let's say 400 years ago, I'm talking about that era, but about 150 years back, from 1804, 140 jihad, blah, blah, so there was Fulanis spread across Nigeria, understand? So it is there. But in West Africa, out of the 16 West African countries, there are in 11 West African countries, there are Fulanis. And they are not just, they were natives of those particular countries. That's why, as a Fulani man now, I can travel from Abuja on road to Mauritania without even taking 1 naira, because there is a cultural responsibility on every Fulani village that I'm passing to feed me, to clothe me, to house me, for my welfare and my well-being. Up to today? Up till today. All that I need is just to take kola to my Fulani chief, Ardo. Then the kola will be distributed, and each market day, the kola will go to the next this thing. And they keep on, somebody is by social name. So anywhere you go as a Fulani man, it is the responsibility of that particular community to, before we are talking about welfare, but now we have graduated into well-being. You can marry, you can do business, that's the well-being nature. But before it is just welfare, food, shelter, and clothing. So that is how we operate. Okay, now bringing us back to Nigeria. People they talk say, when Fulanis,
enter a place, they dominate, they take over. They know they remember say them be visitors. Like take for instance the case in Plateau, take for instance even the case in Bauchi, sorry, in Benue. Say most times when they go there, how true be that? What do you have to say about that?
You see, it depends on the nature and character of the people that are coming and the character and nature of the people that are in that domiciled camp. So if in Plateau, there are some areas of Plateau from Adam till the second coming of Christ. No Fulani will ever lay claim to. Yes, certainly. There are some communities in Plateau, a Fulani man, even by accident or incidents of history, cannot lay claim to those particular communities. But there are, even Jos itself is not a Plateau community. Jos, that the town of Jos that we are talking about, it was not established by either Birom or Angas or whatever. It wasn't established. Jos. Even the name Jos is not from the tribe of Plateau. So, but for a Fulani to go to Mangu, or to go to Langtang, or to go to Boko, whatever, this typical communities, towns, certainly is wrong. The time you go to, unlike the Plateau, the Benue, the Tiv have their own civilization, that had their own kingdom. So how can a Fulani come and claim that they are originators of those particular? But if they come, you settle with them over a period of time. It depends on the agreement from the beginning. Because when a Fulani man comes to your community, he doesn't know how to stay. He comes, he what we call greetings, you understand? Then you go to the leaders of that particular community and now tell them you want to stay here. For how long? Why do you want to stay here? For how long? Understand? And on what conditions? Just the three things.
Okay, is this before or is this stands present?
Before.
Okay.
And you see, let me tell you the problem with Nigeria, and it's a big confusion. In Nigeria, anybody that has cows in front of him is a Fulani man.
Are you saying that's not true?
It's not true.
So, but we see them, we see their dressing, we see the stick, we see the
exactly.
Fulani look.
That is the artifactualization of the Fulani culture.
What?
The artifactualization of Fulani culture. It's Fulani artifacts, cultural artifacts. But it's not Fulani, this is not Fulani.
So how do we, ordinary Nigerians, know that?
Look, so let me tell you. I challenge you. Sometimes if, as once upon a time, it's in front of your, is it a director or whatever? I called the two boys in Gogoloda community. Spoke Fulani, they can't hear me. And unfortunately, it annoys me because two of the cows were moving towards somebody's farm. And they were not even aware. And he said, look, if you are a Fulani man, if you have cows in front of you, you see, the cows makes your work easier. Because when some cows are going to somebody's farm, there are cows that are trained. If they make a sound, those cows will return and fall into line. They won't go. But because those two boys, they don't have such a cow in the ranch. So a cow wants to attack somebody. If that guy is a stranger, there are cows in the ranch, 2 or 3 that were trained from young age, that if a stranger is attacking the ranch, he's supposed to protect the ranch and the rancher, the herder.
Like the cow understands.
Yes, it's an assignment for each and every cow. This ranch that you see going around is a battalion in formation. Yes, your duty is only a brigade commander, commanding the brigade. Give instructions, every cow will follow. If you are crossing the river, another cow will lead crossing. If it is thunder and lightning, another cow will control them, so that the thunder and lightning will not be strange to them, to the rest, especially the younger ones or the old ones. You understand? If somebody is attacking, an animal is attacking, if it is a python, it's not every cow that can fight a python. There's a cow, if you look at the horn itself, it was burned, sharpened and burned. You understand? So you see, it depends on if it is a lion, if it is a hyena. Hyena doesn't even bother. A 7-year-old girl, Fulani, can take care of a hyena. Hyena is a small animal in the bush. So, but there are cows. If you climb on the back of that cow, hyena will not come very close to you. I'm telling you. So you see, when you see people say, look at these Fulanis. Yes. They are not Fulanis. There are other tribes that join the Fulani herding.
Okay, so how do we differentiate? How we want to know the difference? Because
Look,
where we know, now
okay,
saying a Fulani
let me
person
tell
be
you.
this. Sometimes they even know that.
Do you know why I called those boys that day?
Why?
2 cows were moving to somebody's farm, and I saw the way they were holding their stick. No Fulani will hold such a stick. A Fulani will never hold such, because at the age of 5, 6, 7, they'll teach you how to hold a stick. I saw these boys were holding stick as if they are holding a AK-47 or they are holding a bottle of Coca-Cola. They don't hold a stick like this. It's uncultural. Nobody will pass a training of holding a stick for 3 years, and you come and you are foaling cows of almost 20, 25. They're holding a stick as if you are holding a bottle of Coca-Cola.
But don't you think, say, times they change? Like the way they training they come before and now, is it not changing?
It's
is
not
the
changing.
civilization not they even
It's
change
not
the
changing.
way?
I have cows in my house now in Gogolada. My children can hold a stick. A typical Fulani man teaches his children how to hold a stick, how to communicate with the cows. Forget about these few Bintus. I've been to England with the Fulanis. They speak through their tongue or pretend as if there is hot potato in their mouth. Forget about them. But I'm talking about a typical Fulani man. Even inside my Tama and Asokoro, they teach their children how to speak to animals. They understand the animal language.
Okay, like these cows understand the language where a Fulani person they speak with.
Each cow has a name, has a lineage. The way you praise your own Oba, the son of so, the son of a lion is a lion. The same we praise our cows. You are Amare, son of Njaye, son of Barkaye, son of... You see, it goes. So it's a cultural thing. It's not something you just wake up in the morning and become a Fulani man. Oh. So there are a lot of people. I met over 100 people with cows that they cannot even name. In fact, the name of cows today is in Hausa. Mm-hmm. You call cows these names, it won't make sense to them. So these are some of the issues. See, look, and the greatest challenge in Nigeria today, especially in northern Nigeria, is herder farmers clash. And because, look, these cows that you see, they are intelligent animals. If a cow followed this road this year to go and do pasture, and because it's like 6 months, it reasoned in his own brain that there is a route here. In the past, 200 years ago, the role of leadership is to make sure they maintain these routes. Because with or without a cattle rearer with a stick, these cows will go through this and come back. It has been conditioned in their minds. But today, you see, this year you passed. Next year you are coming back, there is farm or there is buildings there. And you see, that condition is already there. So if somebody, you go and sell your cow in the market, and you give it to somebody who's a Fulani man to rear, and you are passing through this, the cow will already know that in my history there is a route here. And up beyond that route, the destination, there is good pasture. So it is historical, it is, you understand, it's psychological for the animals. So, and unfortunately, we, from the age of 7, your parents will tell you that, look, to tell you how Fulanis take farming very seriously, there is a cow that takes care of his own brothers and sisters not to go into a farm. Not you as a human being, but even the animals.
Okay, sir, if you talk all of these things, so what constantly cause these farmers herders clashes? Or are you saying an exaggeration or say no be actually Fulani people they do?
You see, there are 2 issues to that farmer herders clash. Number 1 is political.
When you say political? Political.
So let me tell you, from 2015, the amount of farmer herders stories were media stories, is political. The moment Buhari handed over power in 2023, 75% of all these stories died naturally. 75%, it died naturally. That the original 25% farmer herder will succeed, will continue until the second coming of
you're talking of like the Plateau and the Benue situation.
Yes, and let me tell you, in Benue, Autumn knew his political danger signals in Benue. He needs the crisis to survive politically. In Plateau, there is a given this thing that Fulani Birom, Fulani, whatever crisis. It's political. If the Fulanis and the Biroms will take away politics from this, it will solve 75% of the problem.
So how do
but
they
both
do
the
that?
Fulanis and the Biroms and whatever tribe in Plateau, they don't want the crisis to end for their own political and economic reasons. Because if it ends, they will never get access to national cake. They use the crisis as a means to an end. That's the truth of the matter. Why are you telling me that the entire countries of the world where there are Fulanis, there are no farmers, there are no herders? Why is Nigeria so peculiar? It's because Nigerians don't use crisis and conflict as a means to an end. That's it. If we enter Niger, are we more Fulani than Nigerian? The headquarters of Fulani in West Africa is Mali.
But are you saying they don't have farmer headers clashes there?
It's 25 5% is
so
manageable.
Meaning, they do farmer header clashes everywhere where Fulanis day.
It's not everybody. Even where there is no Fulanis. Where there are farmers and other means of this thing, the others should not be Fulanis. It's not every herder in the whole world are Fulanis. If you go to India, do you have Fulanis? We don't have. If you go to Indonesia, Malaysia, do you have Fulanis there? We don't have. If you go to Mexico, Brazil, do you have Fulanis there? Or do you have Fulanis in South Africa? So the problem is, herder farmer crisis is a global. Look, go into the history. Even in the United States of America, there are herder farmers conflicts. Are there Fulanis in America? In Netherlands, I was in Netherlands. I read what happened there. There are farmers. So look, Netherlands had to ranch. Almost all, the entire world did ranching to solve this problem. But in Nigeria, you cannot do ranching. Because the system does not favor ranching. It's not in the interest of the system to ranch in Nigeria. I'm telling you. If you come today as a president or as a government want to do ranching, you said you are selling yourself to Fulanis. And let me tell you, if you do ranching today, you'll take 90% of cows away from the hands of the Fulanis. Because they are not rich enough, buoyant enough to do ranching. Others will take over. Just like others are taking over now, even the so-called cow rearing, they are taking over. Out of every 10 herders you see around, you can be sure it's 50-50. 50% are not Fulanis. They can't even understand the language. You see a cow moving around, you see that it's a dying cow. But you see somebody with a stick following it. Because he's not a Fulani man. A small girl at the age of 5, 6 will tell you that this cow is suffering from kidney problem, or lungs problem, or intestinal problem, or his eye problem, or there is blockage in the brain. The way the hair on this forehead is. Blockage in the brain. It's a simple that they teach you. And you don't have to go to veterinary medicine. Pick so leaves and put it to the cow. Let the cow eat. The only thing is that they tell you, don't milk it the next day because the milk is poison. They'll tell you at the age of 5, 7 to 10 years. So it's a complete science. But you see people following cows as if it is you are buying a fleet of cars in your garage. It's not done like this. I'm telling you, and let me tell you, majority of people who are leading the so-called Fulani organizations, go and investigate them. Most of them are not complete Fulanis. I'm telling you. If they are true Fulanis, you see, if Mietiala is controlled by Fulanis, Mietiala, they will come and appoint Jonathan as the leader of Mietiala because they are politicians. Oh, Kautal Hore. You go and give somebody who is not a Fulani man the leader of Kautal Hore. What do you want to prove? That you are a political idiot? Look, let's call a spade a spade. The Fulanis have their own quantum of sins in terms of the insecurity. But there are other non-Fulanis who infiltrated into the game and are taking advantage of that for the sake of using it as a means to an end. Okay,
so if you suppose put mouth now for this matter, what will be your own suggestions, possible solutions to this situation? Like we just did talk here. When these things happen, Fulani herdsmen, and you were saying, check them. Majority of them will not be Fulani. Yeah. So how do we solve this situation? How want to get the peace so that we go stop all of this trouble?
You see, 3 things bring peace. 3 things brings peace. First one is justice, socio-economic justice. Second is fairness of the system. And third is equity. It's not about Fulanis. Any tribe on earth requires these three things for peaceful coexistence. This is what everybody wants in Nigeria.
So
whether you're on top of the hill or inside the sea or on top of the land, you need these three things. And these three things have been taken away from Nigerians. So if we want peace in Nigeria, let the system, let the Nigerian project. And when I say Nigerian project, I don't want to join the bandwagon of political nincompoops that is the president. The president can only do his best of 25%. 75% of Nigerian problems are in the hands of governors, not the president. If you want to make Nigeria work, we should make states work. Governors should work. The president is only is a coordinator at the national level. People should provide justice, fairness, and equity. The Fulanis have their own excesses. They should be punished for that. Other tribes have their own excesses. They should be punished for that. The law should not be biased. That's it. The law should not be biased. And you know, I know, unless we don't want to say the truth, in Nigeria now, the banditry is 75% driven by Fulanis. Do you know why?
Why?
Because you people have stopped them from rearing their cows. You deny them socio-economic rights.
How?
And justice.
How?
Okay. Everywhere there is potentiality of solid minerals, you take away Fulanis there. If you ask them to move, they refused. You send armed groups to go and eliminate them in the villages so that they go away and you mine the places. Solid gold. And the gold is even going to the states. It's going to individuals. What language are you telling the Fulanis in the community? 25 years ago, 99.999% of Fulanis don't know even how to shoot a catapult. Today, 99% of Fulanis can shoot gun. This can dismantle AK-47, recouple it, and shoot it.
So
why? Because the system forced them into that. And let me tell you, it's not the Fulanis. Every tribe in Nigeria, it's because the Fulanis are so stupid to expose who they are. There are other tribes that are worse than Fulanis in Nigeria. They are smarter. They are smarter. So look, let there be justice in the system.
Okay, so this present one where the governors, the northern governors, they come together to say they won't talk with one voice, they won't do things, plus the bandits, peace deal, negotiation in Katsina. What do you get to talk about those ones?
Have you ever seen a bandit or a kidnapper kidnapping a son or daughter of a governor or a minister or a senator? Why? That's what I'm talking about, the justice. If the bandits are not in cohort with the people who are controlling the system, why can't they go and attack government houses?
Why?
Eh?
Why can't
because they and the people in the government houses and senators and ministers are hands in glove. It's a simple thing. Look, go to any local market and ask the Fulanis. They will tell you that even the police and the military and the SS, they know who are behind those particular insecurity in Nigeria. They know. Jonathan once upon told me that we have Boko Haram in my cabinet. Didn't he say so? Why did he sack the minister or the advisor? He did not. Today they are saying that one senator is the leader of the bandits and kidnappers. Why can't they remove him out of the Senate?
No evidence.
Eh?
No evidence.
Evidence is circumstantial. That's it. Evidence. Every evidence in this world. There's a law is an ass. So evidence is circumstantial. So look, I'm not talking for Fulanis, I'm talking for an average Nigerian. We have the right to have peaceful coexistence in Nigeria. We have the right to welfare and well-being. So nobody should come just because you are offended as a tribe, you are Fulani or not, you pick guns and begin to shoot people.
Okay, so what exactly these governors supposed to do? You said they should work.
Erufai gave them the way out. Erufai.
Remind us.
Erufai cannot even speak full. he said they should be wiped out. They should be eliminated.
But somebody has said using all those kinetic, it doesn't work. You remember a bandit leader came out to say, if you kill 10 of us, 20 will rise up tomorrow.
It's a lie. Why will the 20 rise? Is it easy to train somebody to shoot AK-47? It's psychological warfare that they are doing on you. Who is that idiot that will come and tell you that killing a bandit kinetically is not going to work? The person using the kinetic and the person giving the command are benefiting from the banditry. That's why they don't want to use kinetic.
So the non-kinetic negotiation, peace deal.
How do you negotiate with a bandit as a criminal? How? Is it in the Bible or is it in my glorious Quran? Did God negotiate with bandits? When what do you call it in your Bible? What do you call it? David, when Goliath was becoming a nuisance, Allah sent him David, Dawood. When Pharaoh was becoming a nuisance, Allah sent him Moses. Did God just say, let me come and send angels so we can negotiate? There is no negotiation. You eliminate the idiot. Look, you cannot manage a problem. You solve a problem. If I brought it to Buhari, use Air Force, use Army, use SSS, use police, use anything.
Human rights activists will come out to say these things, that even when they shoot sometimes and then the civilians become the casualties.
Because those who cry for human rights are even looking for their daily bread. If you are eliminating the bandits, you pick one of the leaders of the human rights and put them there and eliminate him. Nobody will call human right again. It's as simple as this. There is a solution to every social nuisance. Look, are you not at your age? This guy's era in Philippines, Duarte, you know Duarte, the former president of Philippines. You know how he solved problems. He had how J. Rowling solved Ghanaian insecurity when he came to power. You know how Thomas Sankara in Burkina Faso. You know how Gaddafi did it in Libya in 1973, 1974.
But the whole human rights abuses now.
Okay, give me one verse from the Bible about human rights. One, from Genesis to Revelation. One chapter of the Bible that talk about human rights. I cannot give you one chapter from the Quran, or 114 chapters from Fatiha to Surah to Nas. There is no wire it's called human rights in the Quran. And I believe, I'm not a Christian, I'm very sure, and I have been challenging my Christian professors of law. Give me one law in the Bible that says human right. Human right is Luciferianism, Satanism.
Wow.
Yes. Look, you see truth, you close your eyes, it's a human right. You say somebody has killed 100 people. You say you shouldn't kill him, you should take him to court of law. And the judge that is going to, listen, is not going to use truth. He's looking for evidence. And when he was killing these 100 people, there was no camera. There was no eyewitness. How do you get the evidence? So, madam, let's tell ourselves the truth. If the Fulanis kill 100 people, pick 100 people on that particular, kill them. If Yorubas kill 100 people, kill 100 Yorubas. If Igbos kill, every tribe, an eye, the Bible says what? An eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth. You think the Holy Moses was a fool? This is a Mosaic law. And Jesus said, I have come to uphold the law, not to abrogate it. So why can't you uphold the law? So you see, let me tell you, Abacha, may Allah bless him, and he's my favorite leader in Nigeria. He said, if insurgency subsists for 48 hours, there is the hands of the state in it. Yeah. So insecurity, banditry, and kidnapping is political.
So when they are ready?
When the state is ready to solve the problem, it will be solved. It will be solved. In Zambesa forest, choppers are landing and moving out with solid minerals. If you go to Zamfara, Berningwari, choppers are landing, being flown by white men, fetching solid gold. Who owns those things in Nigeria? You think the president doesn't know? Adam Oshimole said it. He wrote a report, a protest to President Buhari when they wanted to give amnesty to bandits. He said it's wrong. They were smoking people in Niger Delta, and they are giving amnesty because it's a northern affair. But he forgot that Umar Yar'Adua gave amnesty to this also. Buhari was only following what happened under Umar Yar'Adua. So, but the question is that me, as Sadiq Abbas, a professor in political science, in games theory, is a zero-sum game. And that's what El-Rufai advised Buhari to do. Look, and there is what you call, how do you call it? If you kill innocent people in the course of
collateral
damage. If there are 70 bandits in a village of 200, kill all the 200.
Whoa.
For the next 100, there is no insecurity again. Because they are complicit. They refuse to tell security. These are our brothers and husbands and our bandits and our kidnappers.
No, but most of them say, even if they talk, say the thing come back to haunt them.
So eliminate all of them. It's true. It's the problem. Look, don't do like this. It's not about innocentness here. It's about solving a national problem. It's a calamity. It's a menace. And it's consuming us. Have you ever seen a son of a president, a son of a governor, a daughter of a senator, a niece of House of Arrest member, anybody who is an elite? Even the emir of Gwari that was kidnapped, you think the security doesn't know about that? They knew. And God asked, why was he the only emir that was kidnapped? And why did it take eternity for the state to want to rescue him? Because he's not an agenda to them. And he was not kidnapped to be rescued. Madam, let's solve problems. Let's not waste our time and resources managing problems. That's it.
Okay.
If you have a snake inside your skirt, you don't look at human rights. You don't give the snake human rights, will you?
Professor Sadiq Abba, now you still be my guest on top of the show today. And we're not ready to wrap up the talk, but a little bit more on the Fulani ethnic tribe. I want to talk about their marriage. Up to now, they say that they flog the men to check out how they take their liver to marry a wife. Is that still happening, and how true is that?
Yeah. You see...
So, did you go through that?
I didn't, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yes, exactly.
You wanted to experience
because I had the misfortune of going to school. Yes. Because those who go to school as Fulanis will die as fools. Those who did not go will die as heroes. So I was on the full man side. Yes.
But does it still exist up to now?
It exists. It will exist until the second coming of Christ.
Why?
It's a culture. When you say something is a culture.
But civilization, no, they change things.
Civilization is a standardization of culture. Civilization, that's the definition of civilization. If you go to encyclopedia, definition of civilization is the improvement and standardization of an existing culture from one level to another level. That's what is called civilization.
So why are they still flogging young men?
No, they have reached just civilization. That's why they concluded that flogging is the only option. There is no higher civilization than that. Yes. Why should I marry you and I cannot protect you? Why do you want to marry a coward?
How does flogging a man show that he's not a coward?
Okay, how does spraying money during weddings, on wedding venues, become a heroic activity?
That shows that he can take care of you. He has the resources.
That's the same thing. It's just your own culture. My culture says no.
So if you flog the man...
Excuse me. Before you go to flogging,
yes,
look, there are two ways of marrying in Fulani culture.
Okay.
Number one, through parental...
That's betrothal arrangement.
Like at the age of 2, 3, your parents said, please, my daughter is 3, your son is 10 years or 9 years. By our calculation, by the time your child is 18, my daughter will be around 12, 13. So please, can we arrange that they should marry to continue our friendship or to continue our lineage as brothers? Our children should marry. Is
that child marriage?
No, it's not child. At the age of what?
You said the girl will be like at the age of 12, 13, 14, yes, and then the guy will be 18.
Do we have a 14-year-old girl in Nigeria that is a virgin today? Don't let us go into that. Do we have a 14-year-old girl in Nigeria that is a virgin?
But sir, we're talking
and
about
they are not Fulanis.
We were talking about the constitution. The law says you have to be 18 to be able to do...
The Fulani culture was not built on the Nigerian constitution. And no culture, Yoruba culture was not built on the Nigerian constitution. But Igbo culture was not built on the Nigerian constitution.
But the fact that you are now in Nigeria and the constitution...
And the constitution accommodates cultures.
Yeah,
the constitution is for the people. It's not the people for the constitution.
Yes, the constitution is for the people.
It serves the people.
Yes.
Not people serving the people.
Yes,
then the people say we want to marry our daughters at the age of 14. Because if you don't marry them at the age of 14, some idiots on the street have their own dicks to discharging them. Is it not? So what's the difference between a girl to be discharged by her husband and to be somebody in her classmates?
But she's not mature enough at that 12, 13, 14.
Mature sexually?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
To be able to do adult things, sir.
That's, I said sexually.
Yes.
Adult thing.
Yeah, so she has to be at least 18.
Is there a 14-year-old girl that, look, some 12-year-old girls are even more matured?
Yeah, some, sir, because there are still those that are not.
Majority at the age of 14 are sexually useful. Yes. So if you don't bring Western psychology, in Europe that you are talking about this child abuse, if there's any continent on earth that does child abuse, is Europe and America. I know Europe like the back of my hand.
But when
6 years, I stayed 6 years.
But when they are caught, there are punishments now for it.
Who was punished in Europe because, look, if you stay in your father's at the age of 14, 15 in Europe, you did not have a boyfriend to sleep outside, the parents will disown you. So let me tell you about Fulani marriage.
All right,
don't
sir.
bring about constitution.
All right, sir, back to Fulani
No,
marriage.
Your parents will arrange.
Okay.
Your parents will arrange. Unless you are very stubborn. 90% will they succeed. 10%. Like my own, my parents did not succeed. Yes. I intend, because the girl that they want me to marry is very fair. Me, I like a girl as dark as darkness. Yes. Exactly. This is my color of my wife.
Wow.
Yes, if you want to see my wife, if you close your eyes, you see the color that you see is the color of my wife. Yes.
Okay.
So that's why I say no to my family. Listen, that's number one. Then you, apart from that, then you go and meet a girl. You want her, she wants her. Then you introduce
to the family.
Before they whip you, Sharo,
Yes, Sharo.
they ask you how many cows you arrange to pay. This Sharo is just a secondary, is the tail end of the process. The first, how many cows do you have? That's the socio-economic power of the man. If you are born, giving birth in a Fulani society, the day your father's family and your mother's family will be competing who should own you through cows donation.
Whoa.
Yeah. Before day 7 of your naming ceremony, you are already counted tens or hundreds of cows.
From your parents' family?
Yes, your father's side and your mother's side will become. His uncle gave him 10 cows. Yeah. That's his maternal side. His father said, no. Give him 15 cows. So you see, he has beaten his uncles from the mother's side.
Yes.
His aunt, maternal aunt, give him 15. The mothers from the father's side, give him 25. See, they'll be competing. You are just a baby, a toddler. So before you grow up, when you are 18, your parents will call you that. From day one, this is what your cows are, and this is what it costs to maintain them. From today, you are a matured person. 18 years old, you are married, these are your cows. They pack it for you. So even before you are beaten, your resources are already there. Okay. Then, that the heroic side now, are you a warrior? Yes, are you a warrior? Then the beating will come. If you read Kamaralaye, African Child, that's a book, Kamaralaye.
Yes.
Kamaralaye is a Fulani culture. And the book was celebrated. I read it when I was in secondary school.
I did too.
It's a Fulani culture.
Yes.
It's about how to create heroes in the society. It's dead now. And unfortunately, even the Sharo, now, the system is wiping it out. They now have to apply. Some emirs don't want them to, because they say there are a lot of crises. They do drugs, blah 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 blah. But why can't you clean it? So, but it's still there, and it won't go. The Fulanis will go to extra mile to maintain this Sharo.
Wow.
And let me tell you, the reason why you see some emirs and some chiefs are allowing them to do Sharo. Some emirs go with minimum of 100 cows for that Sharo to allow them to do that Sharo.
Wow.
Yes, it's like a bribe. I'm telling you as a Fulani man, go to me anywhere. Yes.
So in conclusion, are there any myths, any things that they talk about Fulani people will not be true, and then you get the ones that they talk will be true?
Well, myth and reality is subjective.
Okay, but as a Fulani person, and me, that is not a Fulani person, what are those things where they talk, where you know say, this one are just propaganda, it not be true?
You talk now, you say, we don't give out marriage, our daughters to some people. It is a myth. It's not a reality. We do. A lot of, look.
But you will still prefer to marry among yourselves?
I say first Fulani, second Fulani, third Fulani, then others.
So that's not a myth?
So it's what?
It's a reality. You don't want to marry outsiders.
Before unless it was a myth. Now it's a reality. I don't know. There's nothing mythical about the Fulanis, especially those who are in the cities. There's nothing mythical about them. Yes.
So are they wonderful people? Because we hear they are very terrible people. Say, don't let yourself jump Fulani person.
We are as wild as the animals that we rear.
So don't meet one in a dark place.
We are. Even in a clear place, we are as wild as the animals that we rear. Yes. It's Islam that even humbled the Fulanis. But some of us still, we are as wild as the animals that we rear.
So when you meet one, what do you do?
Just mind your business. They are not important. Let them be. But if they cross your path, kill them. Yes.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for all the wisdom nuggets. And then we wish you and all of the Fulani ethnic tribe a wonderful time. And may we all continue to live together.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
It's a pleasure. Yeah.
And for you, if you say you watch us, when you listen to us, you don't hear say, Nigeria, they blessed. We just have to get patience and make sure we manage the resources well. Just like waiting one of my guys, they always talk, the system, and then we need somebody who get political will. Nigeria will continue to better. Happy Independence Anniversary to us, and have a wonderful time till we'll come your way again on top another edition of My Culture, My Pride. My name, na Princess Aniana. Enjoy the rest of your day.